Bees are fascinating creatures that play a vital role in our ecosystem. One of the most interesting things about bees is their ability to sting. But what happens to a bee after it stings? Do bees die after stinging? In this video, we'll take a closer look at the anatomy of a bee stinger and explain why bees typically die after stinging. We'll also discuss the exceptions to the rule and the importance of bees. Bees have a barbed stinger that is connected to a venom sac. When a bee stings, it injects venom into its victim. The venom is designed to paralyze the victim, making it easier for the bee to defend itself or collect food. Once a bee stings, the stinger remains lodged in the victim's skin. The bee cannot remove the stinger without tearing its own body apart. This is why bees typically die after stinging. However, there are some bees that can sting multiple times without dying. These bees have a special type of stinger that can be retracted after it has been inserted into a victim. Bees are essential pollinators, and they play a vital role in the reproduction of many plants. Bees also produce honey, which is a valuable food source for humans. It is important to protect bees and their habitats. We can do this by planting flowers that bees like, avoiding the use of pesticides, and supporting beekeepers. A bee stinger is a complex structure that is made up of several different parts. The main parts of a bee stinger are the barb, the shaft, and the venom sac. The barb is the sharp, pointed tip of the stinger. The barb is designed to pierce the skin of a victim. Once the barb has pierced the skin, the shaft of the stinger is inserted into the wound. The shaft of the stinger is a hollow tube. The venom sac is connected to the shaft of the stinger. When a bee stings, it pumps venom through the shaft of the stinger and into the wound. The venom sac is a small sac that is filled with venom. Venom is that is produced by bees. Venom is designed to paralyze a victim, making it easier for the bee to defend itself or collect food. When a bee stings, it injects venom into its victim. The venom causes the victim to experience pain, swelling, and redness. In some cases, a bee sting can even be fatal. Bees use their stingers to defend themselves and to collect food. Bees will sting if they feel threatened or if they are trying to protect their hive. Bees will also sting if they are trying to collect nectar or pollen from flowers. When a bee stings, it injects venom into its victim. The venom is designed to paralyze the victim, making it easier for the bee to defend itself or collect food. However, the venom can also be fatal to bees. The venom is produced in a gland in the bee's abdomen. When the bee stings, it pumps the venom through a tube into the victim's body. The venom is a complex mixture of chemicals, including peptides, enzymes, and histamine. The venom causes a variety of symptoms in its victim, including pain, swelling, and redness. In some cases, a bee sting can even be fatal. Bees are particularly vulnerable to the effects of their own venom. If a bee stings a human, the human's immune system will typically neutralize the venom and the person will recover quickly. However, if a bee stings another bee, the venom can be much more harmful. This is because bees are closely related and their immune systems are very similar. As a result, the venom from one bee can be just as harmful to another bee as it is to a human. In addition, bees have a very small body size. This means that even a small amount of venom can be fatal to a bee. As a result of these factors, bees typically die after stinging. This is because the venom is fatal to bees and bees have a very small body size. There are a few exceptions to the rule that bees die after stinging. Some bees can sting multiple times without dying, and some bees can even survive having their stingers removed. One type of bee that can sting multiple times without dying is the honeybee. Honeybees have a barbed stinger that is designed to remain lodged in the skin of their victim. However, honeybees have a special mechanism that allows them to detach their stinger from their body without causing fatal damage. Another type of bee that can sting multiple times without dying is the bumblebee. Bumblebees have a smooth stinger that is not barbed. This allows them to sting multiple times without causing fatal damage to themselves. Some bees can even survive having their stingers removed. This is because bees have a regenerative ability that allows them to grow new stingers. However, this process can take several weeks, and the bee is vulnerable to infection during this time. The exceptions to the rule that bees die after stinging are relatively rare. Most bees will die after stinging a single time. However, there are a few species of bees that have evolved to be able to sting multiple times without dying. Bees are one of the most important insects on the planet. They are essential pollinators, and they play a vital role in the reproduction of many plants. Bees also produce honey, which is a valuable food source for humans. Bees pollinate plants by transferring pollen from the male part of the flower to the female part. This allows the plant to produce seeds and reproduce. Bees are responsible for pollinating over 90% of the world's flowering plants. Without bees, many plants would not be able to reproduce, and the entire food chain would be disrupted. Bees are also responsible for pollinating many of the fruits and vegetables that we eat, including apples, oranges, strawberries, and tomatoes. In addition to pollinating plants, bees also produce honey. Honey is a sweet, viscous liquid that is produced by bees from the nectar of flowers. Honey is a valuable food source for humans, and it is also used in a variety of products, including food, drinks, and cosmetics. Bees are essential to the health of our planet and our food supply. We need to do everything we can to protect bees and their habitats. In this video, we have discussed the following main points. Bees typically die after stinging because their stinger is barbed and remains lodged in the skin of their victim. There are a few exceptions to this rule, and some bees can sting multiple times without dying. Bees are essential pollinators, and they play a vital role in the reproduction of many plants. Bees also produce honey, which is a valuable food source for humans. We need to do everything we can to protect bees and their habitats. Bees are fascinating creatures that play a vital role in our ecosystem. We should all learn more about bees and take steps to protect them.